Hello, good morning, good afternoon, Great Hearts Online families, community, and viewers. My name is Jessica Smith-Perry, and I am the Senior Director of Growth with Great Hearts Online. We serve students across the wonderful states of Arizona and Texas in grades kinder through 8th grade. This is our second session in the new series titled Tuesday Talks. Tune in live at this time every Tuesday on one of our Facebook pages or on our YouTube channel, or watch the recording at a time that works for you. We are excited to gather friends to learn a bit more about what is happening at Great Hearts Online over the summer and how we are preparing to welcome our new and our returning families with us for first day of school, August 10th. Today, I'm really excited to talk with my colleague, Emilie Sullivan. Emilie is a veteran with Great Hearts. She has taught in one of our brick and mortar schools. She's also taught online. She has served as a dean and was the interim headmaster last year for Great Hearts Online Texas. Welcome, Emilie. Tell us what you are up to now with Great Hearts Online.
Hi, Jessica. Thanks so much for having me today. It's so good to see you. And yes, I think my new title is Online Education Specialist, which is really just a kind of fancy phrase for me helping with, our teacher onboarding program that we do here at Great Hearts Online for both Arizona and Texas. And I'll also have a hand in really helping kind of our testing efforts this year when our students in Arizona and Texas have to take some of our kind of in-house testing that we do as well as the state testing that we do.
Beautiful. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, this is a really important and exciting week at Great Hearts Online. Yes. Why? Tell us why.
This week, we actually welcome all of our new faculty to Great Hearts. And I have actually loved the past 2 days. We've been talking and steeping ourselves in what it means to be a great-hearted teacher. We've been looking at what makes Great Hearts Great Hearts. I think that's a great way to summarize it. I think we are such a unique school, and we have so much to offer to scholars and families across both Arizona and Texas. And everyone this week is getting kind of a taste of our mission, our vision, our values, our philosophical pillars, all of those things that are really kind of our founding, pillars again for what we do here at Great Hearts.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, this is a big question, right? What makes Great Hearts Great Hearts? What makes Great Hearts great? We only have a few minutes with you. So how would you answer that question? What is your elevator length answer to what makes Great Hearts Great Hearts?
Absolutely. We were reading one of our founding documents that we have, and it's the 6 loves. It's what we love here at Great Hearts. And in kind of the beginning of that document, we talk about what our purpose is here as an organization, and it is to educate the hearts and minds of students through the pursuit of truth, goodness, and beauty. And that's a very big kind of phrase and a mouthful. But really what we're trying to do here is to educate our future, to educate them to be self-thinkers, to be self-starters, to learn how to advocate for their own learning and their interests and their curiosities. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to prepare the next generation for the world. And that is a very big undertaking.
It is. And no more important than now to do that.
Very true.
Wow. Very true. That's a big mission. And I think we are meeting it. It's incredible. The feedback that we do have from our faculty and our families and even our students indicate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So it's first week of faculty orientation. Yep. This week, we have welcomed our new faculty members.
Yes.
What are some of the rhythms or the patterns, the habits that you're creating with new faculty this week that you intend to carry over throughout the school year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's such a good one. I think from the get-go, we're really trying to do practical things, right? Of course, we're going to try to tackle this big mission that we're doing, this thing that we're doing, educating children by actually just modeling. It's very simple, right? Kind of a simple concept, but what we're trying to do is saying, hey, come on into this Zoom session. We're going to all come together to learn something, just as we do with our students during, the regular school year. And we model best practices and tips and tools and strategies that we are trying to kind of replicate across all of our classrooms, across both of our states, and saying, hey, thumbs up if you can see my screen, right? Those little things that we're doing to instill this really wonderful, like, hey, this is a very simple thing that you can do to have this wonderful classroom management. So again, trying to be practical first and foremost. The second thing that we're doing is we're actually inviting our new faculty members, and actually our mid-year hires, our new faculty, as well as our returning faculty members, to be a part of a Canvas course. And now Canvas is our learning management system that we utilize here at Great Hearts Online. But we've invited all of those people to be students in a course so they can get the student experience and they can understand, if I click on this button, what is it going to look like for me as a student in this course and for my future students when I start designing my own classroom and content and curriculum for them once they start on August 10th. So that has been really, really fun to do for me personally, from a very creative standpoint. But it's something that we know is necessary in preparing our teachers to understand what this task is and this lift that we're trying to do here. So we're doing that. We are also engaging in lots of conversation with one another, reading a lot of texts. All of our new faculty members read the Mino, and we're going to have a Socratic Seminar, our very first one, this Friday. But we'll do that throughout the school year because we are also lifelong learners. We want to, of course, again, be models for our students. And the best way to do that is to engage in learning and professional development with one another.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's always so refreshing to think about how all of our faculty and even us as Great Hearts Nova leaders participate in seminar, right? And we have this beautiful humane letters class that is in many ways the pinnacle of a Great Hearts education. And that happens in the high school years. And yes, Great Hearts Online will be offering high school. We will launch our 9th grade next year for 2023-2024 school year. It's a mouthful.
Yep.
However, students start to learn those foundational pieces as young as kindergarten, right?
Yes.
And so that's a big piece of why this is part of new faculty orientation, is learning how to be in conversation with one another, learning how to have different perspectives and find the unity within that, or be able to very respectfully defend the reason why you have this opinion about a certain text that you're reading, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We were kind of having a debrief session this morning during orientation, and I was hopping around to some breakout rooms, listening to faculty kind of discuss how they interpreted, this document that we had just read. And one comment from one faculty member was, I am friends. The way I found out about Great Hearts, I had, family friends who signed their children up, and they were so excited about it because they knew that their children were going to be challenged to the way they wanted them to be challenged, that their public school wasn't kind of offering to them. And they had heard about these things called Socratic discussions or seminars. And they were so intrigued by it. And you know what? It is a little intimidating at first, sitting in your first seminar, whether you're a student or even us as adults, even.
Yeah.
But it is this beautiful conversation that you're able to have with another person who has read something, that you have all read together, and you're then getting to have this conversation. Your relationships that you have with one another are not just based on, what's your favorite book to read, or what's your favorite video game, or, what sports do you play, what music do you play. It's, I know this person a little bit better because I've heard their thoughts and ideas. And that is a deep, meaningful relationship that I want all of our children to have. in the future. And I think that's what we're trying to do here when we say, yeah, we're going to have a Socratic Seminar, a discussion. And yes, our kindergarten students can absolutely do it. Our fifth graders can do it. And absolutely our humane letter students in high school are going to do it anyway. So it's great.
That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. I love hearing how that was part of the debrief this morning.
Yes.
Okay, so this is week 1, right? Of 4 weeks?
4 weeks.
Faculty orientation. Okay, so what are the biggest takeaways here on like day and a half? And then for the whole of faculty orientation, what do you intend for faculty to walk away with?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this week, again, is all about our kind of mission and vision and what we do here at Great Hearts. And then, of course, we incorporate some of our tools and technology over the next few weeks to know that that is not the end goal of us being part of this online environment, that it is this whole child experience that includes online and also going off and opening up your book and reading your book. And that's what we're kind of modeling during faculty orientation as well. But I think the biggest probably takeaway that I would love faculty to have is actually probably relationship oriented. I want everyone who comes into our Great Hearts online community, whether you are a faculty member, whether you are a student, whether you are a family, to feel like you are part of a larger community. And that to me is the most important part of education in general, to feel like you are having this common experience with groups of people, this human experience per se. But I would love our faculty members to know that the most important thing that they can do throughout the entire school year is to cultivate and develop relationships with students and families. That's what makes this work.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you, Emilie.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
I think I guess the biggest thing I want to share is this last week of training that we have. We have some really wonderful and talented teachers actually leading breakout sessions. So we've turned it back to our teachers and we've said, you are the ones doing this thing every single day. And we want to elevate you and support you in sharing this information with everyone else across Arizona and Texas, all of our faculty members. So I am incredibly excited to see how those sessions turn out. We just have some talented people. I could look out into my Zoom room, onto my Zoom screen and name a talent that every single one of those individuals has. And I'm just really excited for them to kind of lead the learning in the last week.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. So I'm pulling out 3 things from that. Number 1, that each teacher has a unique strength that he or she is bringing, and you're highlighting that. You're allowing them to utilize their gifts and share their gifts. And then number 2, I'm hearing feedback, right? So I imagine you have received a lot of feedback from returning faculty members after this last year operating in Arizona and in Texas, and being able to weave that into not only changes to how the school year progresses this upcoming school year, but also how our faculty are trained. Yeah. And then number 3 is leadership development. I mean, being able to provide these leadership opportunities to teachers is phenomenal.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's incredible. And our teachers are the ones who are hearing from our families, right? Hearing from parents, hey, this was way too much this week, and we need a little bit less, or we need more, and we want more Spalding, and we want more Singapore, and we want some more small group support. So our teachers are the ones who have heard this type of feedback, and they have provided all of us with that information. But we've also had a variety of surveys that have gone out throughout the school year, and we've taken what our parents and families have said, and we are trying to utilize that in changing and developing our program. And I think that's one of my favorite things about working for Great Hearts Online is that this thing that we're creating, we're doing it in partnership with so many different people to make this something that we all want to be a part of. And gosh, when I was younger, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing in school. And it's just so exciting, and it's an incredible thing to be a part of. So I welcome everyone to join us and to be a part of it. We have some incredible teachers this year, some new ones, some returning ones, but they're amazing, and it's just an incredible program, and I'm so happy and proud to be a part of it.
Me too, Emily. Me too. And thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely.
Taking a few
Absolutely.
minutes out of the very important new faculty orientation session. Okay, well, we are wrapping up. And as we wrap up, thank you again for watching. We do still have space in both Arizona and Texas. So apply now, apply today. On Friday, we made the announcement that we are launching a 2 education model approach at Great Hearts Online. So our tried and true live teacher-led instruction is one of our models. And then we are also offering a flexible week model so that families who really value that flexibility in time and want the ability to participate in activities in the mornings, they have an option now with Great Hearts Online. And we are hosting 2 informational sessions tomorrow. One around lunchtime, late morning, lunchtime, and then the other one late afternoon, early evening. And so there will be a link in our Facebook here and YouTube for you to sign up for that. It is a private Zoom informational session, so you do need to sign up beforehand. We will be back here next Tuesday with another Tuesday talk on a fun and important topic that I know families are excited to hear about. So stay tuned and engage with us and send us your questions. Thank you so much, Emily, and thank you
Thanks
so
for
much,
having me.
viewers, for joining us today. Bye for now.